Hello everybody, it's SirCrochetsATon, or today I'll be SirKnitsATon, because I'm knitting. I am making a beanie. To be precise, I am making the Love the Winter beanie by Emily Dormier. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I just started, and I'm knitting this in the round. This color right here is Red Heart Super Saver in Light Sage. And the second color I'm going to use is the same brand, just in Spring Green. So I am working on the rib section. And this hat right here I just finished it last night. The navy here is Cascade 220 Superwash. It's wool. And the red is the colorway Really Red in that same yarn. So yeah. This is a 2x2 rib, by the way. Hope you guys are doing well. Considering doing live streams, but I'm not sure how that would turn out. But, you know, I might do one. Yes, that's a spoiler, but yeah, I'm seriously considering it. So I could actually interact with you guys live. Instead of just asking you guys questions and then not knowing if you're responding or not, because my comments are always turned off. I don't set that. YouTube does. So I'm trying to figure that out as I go as well. And if I sound kind of sick, I'm not. I just have, well, I'll back up. I was sick. I caught that nasty thing that's going around. And the stuffiness and runny nose is still hanging on, which is, you know, not super fun or great. Better move this up so you guys can see. It's so much easier just to look at the camera. Except for when I'm purling, because I'm using I'm doing the Norwegian purl. It's so much quicker. And the designer, Emily Dormier, that designed the hat I'm making, they also designed this pattern as well. So yeah, I didn't make the hat on I didn't design the hat on my head. I'm on round 3 of 10 of the ribbing. I believe the hat I'm wearing right now, the ribbing was 8 rounds, maybe? I genuinely don't know. It's been a while. The thing I like about Norwegian purling is that you don't have to move the yarn to the front of your work. You can keep it in the back, and you just yarn over the needle, kind of like this. You go into the stitch, pull it back, go around, grab the yarn, and pull it through right there. Then you let go, and then boom, you have a purl stitch. I'm going to make a tutorial for that, I think, because it's pretty simple. Even though I don't really do tutorials, I just like talking, which is very true. Yeah. So next month is gonna be my 1-year anniversary of me learning how to knit, and I will be reflecting on that. The end of next month is when I started, and I'm so proud of myself for learning and being able to make things that I never thought were possible. It's like I went to my local yarn store, and I set up a little lesson with their teacher. She got me started, and I just took off. Like, I've been able to knit pretty well since. I haven't needed much help. But there are still techniques I don't really know how to do, like brioche, for example. I've tried, and I'm considering trying again. It's just that the yarn and like having to switch colors in a weird way, or what I would consider a weird way, just not right now. I'm just into knitting my beanies. I have so much yarn. Like, I have like 110 quart containers, and I have 10 of them, 9 of which are full and 1 that's not. And in the coming week or 2, expect a Premier Yarns haul. Maybe 2 of them. 1 big one, and then 1 like honorable mention, you know. Because I placed 2 orders, one of which has shipped. Actually, both of them have. But it just says that the shipping label has been created. It doesn't really say anything more than that. I tried paying for more shipping. I paid, like, the one order was over the threshold of getting free shipping. And I decided to chip in a little more to see if I could get the yarn sooner. And unfortunately, they didn't go my way. But that's okay. They're busy people. I understand. They're really popular, you know. Really good yarn, too. And in that package is Premier Basics worsted. I've never tried that yarn before. I've always wanted to, and I cannot wait for that yarn in particular. That's the only spoiler I'll give for what I got. Or bought, technically, because I haven't gotten it yet. And yeah. Almost halfway. Oop, gotta move a little closer. My arms up a little higher. I'm knitting on US 8 5mm 16-inch circular Chagoo needles. Yeah, I find these easier because the first hat I ever knit was on straight needles, so obviously I was knitting flat. And I remember how when I was first seaming up the hat, it was a huge pain in the butt, and I didn't want to have to go through with that, and I was recommended these circular needles. So yeah, I have like 3 of the same needle because I like knitting multiple hats at one time. But right now, I only have 1 hat on the needles, which is this. Pro 2. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I've really gotten into knitting lately. Some people I know call me an old man or a grandma or whatever along those lines because I knit. Knitting is not just for people who are older. It's for all ages. Like, I don't care if you're 6 years old and want to knit. That's good for you. Seriously, though. I hate how people, have, categorized knitting as an older person thing. It's not. I'm still in my teens, and I knit. Does that make me old? No. So, just a fair warning, I am going to be uploading not as frequently for the next week, 1 to 3 weeks, because it's end of semester and I'm doing finals right now. Or finals week is next week? Ah, crud, it is next week. Better get some more work in, but I wanted to spend some time with you guys. You guys are important. And I'm on my lunch break. I do online school, so I'm on lunch. I don't even know if those codes are necessary. But anyways. Yeah. Another tip I have is if you do these locking stitch markers for the beginning of round, pick a color that sticks out like a sore thumb so you know that that's the marker. Because if you do a marker so if I did a marker that was for, say, green, it would blend in, I would feel. If you guys are wondering, or if you can't already tell, I knit Continental. I find it a little faster and easier because I've tried English and I just couldn't grasp it. Because you hold the yarn, if you're a right-handed crocheter, you hold your yarn, if you're a right-handed crocheter, you hold your yarn in your left hand, which is this hand, but it's mirrored. I don't know why. It goes the same. And with knitting, it does not matter if you are right or left-handed. Oops, I think I knit where I was supposed to purl. Hold on here. Okay. There we are. Okay, there we are. And if your stitch is ever twisted, you can either take it off the needle really quick and flip it, or you can knit through the back loop and it will flip itself instead of you having to do it, which I find very helpful. I find English knitting fascinating, but I also find it incredibly difficult. So I love how there's two different, I'm sure there's even more than two different ways to do it, but the way I prefer, Continental. Well, yeah, it's the only way I know. Proficiently, anyways. Hope you guys are enjoying this episode so far. Okay, so this stitch fell off the needle, so I'm going to scoop it back on. And I did it in such a way that, I went from behind and I moved it back on over, and somehow it untwisted, which is so great. I love that for me. I do notice that with metal needles, the stitches tend to slide more, but with bamboo or wood, no. The wood grips it. And for me, that makes it harder for me to get the stitches off, so I wish there was like a metal wood in between or hybrid. So, as like a not beginner needle, but not an intermediate / advanced needle, like an in between, like a confident beginner, adventurous beginner, you know. Yeah, I'm just full of knitting ideas right now. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. Going to knit those two and purl the last 2 stitches of the round. I'm going to grab my marker right here and just put it on the other needle. Okay. I have my tablet split screen so I can see. Alright, 10 rounds in color A, which is the light sage for me. Let's move on to round 5. So I'm going to complete round 5 and then it'll be at the end of the video. Because I gotta go grab lunch. Pretty hungry. I remember when I purled when I was a beginner, I used to move the yarn in front of my work and then insert the needle, wrap it around kinda, and then I purled. I used to get so bored or restless because I had to do that. But now that I Norwegian purl, I can stick out or persevere through lots of ribbing rounds. Okay. And by the time I upload a new video, this hat could be done, which is great. You can also find me on Ravelry at SirCrochetsATon, all one word, all lowercase. And you can see what I'm making. I don't always put pictures up of my work. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So it depends on if and when I have the time to do it, because I'm busy. I have school, work, 3 days a week. Well, the work is 3, possibly going to be 4 days a week. School is obviously 5 days a week, but this week is a 4-day week because of a staff development day. Then on Monday, the 20th, so a week from today, is MLK Day. So yeah. Sorry. Well, it's gonna be like probably a little over 20-minute video. I keep forgetting that I keep dropping my arms down and you can't see what I'm doing, which I'm sorry. I'm definitely gonna start thinking about going live for the first time, and also I'm gonna plan what I'm gonna do, like what we're gonna do on the live if you choose to attend, which is great if you do. And if you don't attend, you can always catch the replay. It's okay. I don't I'm mainly putting out this content as like a way to document my journey through knit and crochet, but I also want to entertain people and be relatable, which I hope I can be at least somewhat like that, or be a crochet slash knitting friend slash buddy for however long my video will be, or any of my videos will be, frankly. There will not be a video on February the 4th because that is my birthday, and I am going to take some time off for myself, go hang out with family and friends. Hope you guys can respect that. Why no? Well, if you guys were working or in school or whatever, and it was your birthday, you'd probably want the day off too. So, yeah. I am so happy that Greg is back on YouTube. You can find him at Natural Crochet. He has like over 400 subscribers. He used to be known as Paraphrase Crochet and Hey Fiber Friends. Every time he left YouTube temporarily, I missed him every time. He is so relatable. And another thing I want to bring up. Some people say knitting is a female-only craft. It's not. Or crochet. It's not just a female-only craft. It can be for males too, because I'm, male. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Alright, I'm coming up to the end of the round, so hope you enjoyed today's whip session. And I'll see you guys soon. Give you updates on this hat later on, or I'll post about it on Instagram. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, and as I'm coming up on the last stitch, I would like to say thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.